My mechanic asked for $320 to clean carbon from my engine. I was about to pay it, card in hand, ready to sign. Then something stopped me, and what I found in my kitchen that afternoon cost exactly $1. 7 days later, I was completely wrong about everything I thought I knew. Stay with me, because what happened on day 4 of this test is something I am still thinking about. Here is the situation you have probably been in before. Your car starts feeling a little off. Not broken, just not right. A slight hesitation when you press the gas from a stop. A rough idle that was not there a year ago. Fuel economy quietly dropping without any clear reason. You take it in for a routine service, expecting an oil change and a handshake, and instead, your mechanic pulls you aside with a cloth covered in dark residue and a very serious expression. Carbon buildup, he says. It happens in every engine over time. Burned fuel leaves deposits on your intake valves and engine walls. It blocks airflow, reduces power, and makes your engine run rough. The longer you ignore it, the worse it gets. And the fix, according to his estimate, was $320 for a professional chemical cleaning service. I thanked him, took the paper, and drove home. That is where this test started. Before we go any further, hit that like button right now. This channel runs zero sponsored content. Nobody paid me to test anything in this video. Every result you're about to see was documented in my own garage on my own car over 7 real days. Like the video, stay with me and let me show you exactly what happened. Here's how I set up the test. 4 methods. Identical starting conditions. I tested on the live vehicle for methods that required it, and on removed engine components for the soak-based methods, so I could photograph actual before and after results rather than just describing how the car felt. Method 1 was a professional fuel system and carbon cleaning additive from the auto parts store. $22 a bottle, highly rated, the kind of product mechanics recommend for regular maintenance between professional services. Add it to your fuel tank and drive normally. Method 2 was a dedicated intake valve cleaner spray, $16, applied directly through the intake with the engine running at idle. More aggressive, more targeted, faster acting. Method 3 was something a viewer left in my comments after my Rust video last month. An old school mixture that has been passed around in mechanic circles for decades. I looked up the chemistry, took it seriously, and included it. And Method 4, the $1 liquid, I'm holding that back for now. When I tell you what it actually is, you are going to question everything. Just keep watching. 24 hours in, fuel additive, no change yet. Expected. This type of product works gradually over multiple drive cycles, and I was not looking for instant results from Method 1. The intake spray from Method 2 was a completely different story. I applied it directly to the intake manifold with the engine at idle, and the immediate result was a significant cloud of white smoke from the exhaust as the solvent hit the carbon deposits and burned them out through the combustion cycle. The engine stumbled briefly during application, alarming the first time you see it, completely normal according to the instructions. 20 minutes after application, the idle had smoothed out noticeably, not perfectly, but the difference from baseline was real and immediate. $16 in 15 minutes. Stronger day 1 result than I expected, but this is where it gets weird. On the removed engine components, Method 4 was already doing something at 24 hours that made me photograph it twice. The carbon deposits that had been hard and black at baseline were showing color changes and surface softening at the edges where the liquid had been in contact overnight. I scraped the surface lightly with a wooden stick, deliberately not metal to avoid scratching, and the outer carbon layer was already coming away more easily than it had at baseline. $1. 24 hours. I noted it and kept watching. 48 hours in. Fuel additive, subtle improvement in idle quality starting to show. Acceleration hesitation, slightly reduced. Real progress, though honest enough to say it was still subtle at this point. Intake spray, holding its day 1 result consistently. Engine still running cleaner at idle than it had in months with no regression overnight. Good sign. And then I checked the removed components. At this point, something confused me. The carbon on the component treated with Method 4 had softened across a significantly wider area than at 24 hours. The dark black crust that had required real pressure to scrape at baseline was now lifting at the edges with noticeably less effort. The liquid was not sitting on the surface. It was working its way into the carbon layer and breaking it down from inside. I had not expected this from a $1 product at 48 hours. I kept documenting and moved to day 4. Day 4. Fuel additive. Real measurable improvement now. Idle noticeably smoother than baseline. Hesitation on acceleration reduced by roughly 50 to 60%. Engine more responsive overall. This is a solid maintenance product, and day 4 showed why mechanics recommend it. Intake spray. Holding steady from day 1. Consistent improvement. No regression. Both paid products doing exactly what they were designed to do. I noted the results and moved to the removed components. I did not expect what I found. Method 3, the old school mechanic mixture, had produced the most aggressive carbon removal I had seen in this test so far. Deposits that were millimeters thick at baseline were soft enough in the soaked areas to wipe away with a cloth. I could see the original metal surface underneath in patches. I took a video because the photographs alone were not capturing how dramatically the texture had changed from where we started. And then method 4, the $1 liquid. Day 4 on that removed intake valve. The carbon softening was significant across the majority of the soaked surface. The dark black layer that had been rock hard at the start of this test was lifting. The edges were peeling back, underlying metal visible in the highest contact zones for $1. Against deposits, my mechanic quoted $320 to professionally remove. It is white vinegar, plain distilled white vinegar from the grocery store. $1 a bottle, the same product that beat the $18 rust remover in my last video. The acidic acid in white vinegar breaks down the organic binding compounds that hold carbon deposits together. That is real chemistry, not a cleaning myth. And I want to be completely direct with you right now before we go any further. Do not pour vinegar directly into your running engine. This test was done only on removed parts in a controlled soak. Putting vinegar directly into a running engine can damage seals and cause real problems. What I am documenting here is a soak method for accessible removed components, not a fuel additive replacement. That distinction is important, and I want you to understand it clearly before we continue. I felt genuinely stupid standing in that garage because I had almost handed over $320 for something that cost $1 and had been sitting in my kitchen the entire time. Day 7. Final results. Everything photographed under identical lighting. The $22 fuel additive. Real sustained improvement over 7 days of driving. Idle smoother, acceleration cleaner, the rough hesitation reduced by an honest 65 to 70% from baseline. Legitimate maintenance product, worth its price for gradual ongoing carbon management. The $16 intake spray, best immediate result of any method in this test. Strong targeted intake side improvement, worth the price if you need fast results and are comfortable with the application process. Method 3, most aggressive carbon removal on removed components of any method tested. Real result that deserves serious attention from anyone doing hands-on engine work, with the important caveat that it requires careful handling, proper ventilation, and should not be introduced into a running engine without thorough research specific to your vehicle. And white vinegar on removed soak components at 7 days, the carbon surface condition after the soak and mechanical cleaning was comparable to what the dedicated chemical products achieved at a fraction of the cost. The limitation is clear, and I already told you. Soak method only, removed parts only, never directly into a running engine. Here is the honest, practical summary from 7 days of testing. If your engine is running rough and a mechanic quotes you hundreds of dollars for carbon cleaning, ask exactly what the service involves before you hand over your card. A $22 fuel additive handles gradual maintenance carbon on a car that is not severely symptomatic. A $16 intake spray handles more acute intake deposits, faster with a more targeted approach. The professional service is worth the price in severe cases that genuinely need comprehensive cleaning beyond what a home approach can safely achieve. And if you are doing maintenance work involving removed components, $1 white vinegar as a soak solution is a legitimate tool that I documented over 7 days, with real before and after evidence that surprised me more than I expected going into this test. I spent 15 years trusting price. This test proved I should have been trusting chemistry. Drop a comment right now with just one word. Additive, spray, mixture, or vinegar, based on which results surprised you most. I'm pinning the most interesting response because your comments directly shape what this channel tests next, and I read every single one. If you know someone who just received a $300 carbon cleaning estimate from their mechanic, send them this video before they pay it. 7 days of documented results with real before and after evidence is worth more than any service estimate ever handed across a counter. And subscribe right now, because next test is the same engine, but this time I tried something that mechanics told me never to do under any circumstances. The early results are already producing data I was not ready for. That video is up next week, and you are genuinely not going to want to miss what I found.